As much as I wanted to just be like, Kenya, girl, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. This edit do look good. This edit does look good. Like, Brit, why do you fit in more hair than you do on the Real Housewives of Atlanta poster? I can't.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Dolly, that body looks bad.
Dolly made it after this long ass ride. So we pulled up to the house in St. Louis, and I'm like, oh.
So we pull up to the house in St. Louis. I think I finally got her accents here.
That's worth the whole fucking cast.
Summer's unpredictable.
Bam.
Why I feel like she just wait, what was she doing? Did she just come from using the bathroom? I know she did not just come from taking a shit with a plate.
Well, I'm about to go to my room, eat my cornstarch. Anybody want some?
No.
Tinker, I know you were not one of those weirdos that do that. I want to say special ed, child, but speaking of ed, it might be the lead. Y'all used to lick the windows of the bus going to school? Because that's what it's giving.
She had so many doors, I had to give them their own house in the woods.
I wouldn't be going.
This
Not the
dog
door house.
is named
You can't read the
and
door.
Mildred talk.
Okay.
I just got sprayed in the face.
Not the
Oh God, this mission is.
We really do need a day where we just talk about topics. Maybe like
And that's
Topic
what I
Tuesday.
said. And that's what I said.
Because the one about squirting, I have questions.
And I have answers.
And they're only like half paying attention while
Expert.
they're
Girl, boo hoo. Nan, nan, boo.
I should have probably taken the cab.
How many kisses should I give you today?
50,000.
Huh, that sounds like the amount of rent she pay a month.
You know, and when I start drinking, shoot, I gotta make sure my titties stay in.
Girl, no, that's when they supposed to come out. That's when they supposed to come out.
I was a little video vixen back in high school.
In high school.
Girl.
No, you didn't.
Where's the suburban accent coming from, Brit?
How you doing, RuPaul? Now, Gilbert, you are a very funny man. Have you always been funny?
Alicia. I mean, I definitely understand committing to the character, but like, did she just start hormones yesterday? Where she put her titties? Girl, that is not a test plate. Stop laughing. You transphobic.
I'm a T-girl from the past life.
Up next, she puts the sass in Sasquatch. It's
Tell me that's not Karen Hugo. Tell me that's not Karen Hugo.
Play the video.
Miss Big Feet. What the did you just?
That's
Noel,
Karen Hugo.
Noel. Ooh,
Alicia.
Aubrey. Ooh, Aubrey, you're going to hell.
The Thomas Concubine video.
Sasquatch is a very offensive term to me.
If you must know. All I'm see now. I ain't even gonna see your character.
About last night?
Yes, about last night. No, we're going to talk about reproduction. Tell us about last night.
Well, how did Letitia get into this? Well, Letitia is in this conversation, so I guess we are talking about reproduction. Oh, okay. Why y'all ain't tell me Natalie Nunn was going to be on Married to Mess? Child. So they just getting everybody from Zeus Network. Remember the season when Jocelyn was up here reading Toya? His wife is broad. She is built like Ivory, girl. Oh my God. What is going on, y'all? It's got Santana, aka Chi-Chi. And we are back for another Let's Talk About It, because we got to talk about the Shamia show. Okay, we got to talk about the Shamia show. So instead of doing like one full recap, we're doing bits and pieces. And obviously, this is the episode that really pops stuff off between Miss Love and Hip Hop. Okay. And Not me calling somebody, child. This is the episode that pops this off between Brit and between Kenya. And girl, I have opinions. I have opinions because I know everybody trying to do this whole, protect Kenya more thing, even though, why are y'all gagging? Everything that we know now is exactly what we knew a year ago. Why are we gagging? When the information first dropped, it was alleged that Brit had mentioned something about a GUN. All of that had came out. Brit said, I never threatened her. And even right now, we're gonna get into it. Chat, I'm so thrown off. Go like the video. We're gonna get into it though, because I have opinions. Everybody's moving, people are grooving. A celebration's happening now because I'm not trying to be rich someday. Rich right now. I'm not trying to be rich someday. I'm rich right now.
1, 2, 3, catch it. 4, 5, 6, better faster. 1, 2, 3, catch it. 4, 5, 6, better faster.
Too popular tonight. Can you speak to Brit
About happily married women.
women?
It's a habit.
Is it a habit?
No, I'm just being silly.
To Kenya.
Popular tonight.
Can you speak to Brit kindly and not with an attitude? I didn't write it, I promise.
The answer is yes. I can speak to everyone kindly without an attitude. I think I have.
Yeah, but we're talking about me, sweetheart.
Okay.
What do you mean? Why? I have the floor, baby.
Okay, you want a moment. Have your moment.
This is not a moment.
Yeah, it's a big moment
How?
for you.
You're having a moment. Do you need to step out?
I am a moment. I can speak to everyone.
This wasn't about everyone. You want me to read it again?
Everyone kindly.
Would you like for me to read it again?
I'm not going
for
to play
you?
these childish games. Peasants cannot come for its queen.
That was what? You said peasant?
We have olive oil here.
Please
You
stop.
Let's wrap it up, lady.
Yeah,
I didn't send for her.
Thank you for using my catchphrase.
Hey, girl, get the out of here. Get the out of here.
Thank
Some
you
people
so
be
much.
trying the wrong
Here we go.
ones. They be
Here
looking
we
for
go.
their moment.
Ladies,
I have good. Like, get the out of here, bitch.
Miss Brit is doing the absolute most. Girl, what is this energy?
Brit is overreacting.
Slow down a little bit. It ain't that deep.
Let's just stop before we say something that we really don't mean.
Thank you so much.
Kelly.
Come over here because it's
Okay.
Bye, Kenya.
Wait, black girl magic.
Black girl
Where's
man.
my husband?
Please don't call Mike. Please.
Let me go call my husband that cares about me.
She's trying to be a little extra. Yeah.
Why you so worried about happily married?
Okay, so this is where we're gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it right then and there. Because we have to get into the next portion. So that was the part where Kenya and Brit had got into it at the dinner table, because they were doing like this whole little game, sort of kind of like how they be having like the Bailey brunch or whatever. Angela has this thing called the bank, where she basically has everybody write down on a deposit slip how they feel about a person, whatever. And Brit ended up, I guess, I don't know if she wrote 1 or 2, but she ended up writing down, how do you really feel about Brit to Kenya, right? That's what started everything. Now, before we go ahead and dive even further, I want to go back to, what was it, the first or second episode? I want to go back to, okay? Because here's the thing, right? Somebody said, y'all notice how Brit keeps reiterating how she's always had problems with other girls? I wonder what the common denominator is. To which I responded, she was definitely one of those, my mama told me everybody hates me because I'm pretty type of girls who peaked in high school. I clocked that from episode 1, which is why she felt offended when Kenya ignored her, saying hi, and then she had to reintroduce herself. She's probably used to being Queen Bee. Now, not only do I think it's that, we need to keep a buck, okay? A lot of people, listen, And I shouldn't have to give a disclaimer, but if I don't, because listen, please don't get your bald-headed ass into my motherfucking comments talking about some, oh, Team Twirl, and you just hate Kenya. And shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't. It ain't that damn deep. I like Kenya, but at the same time, over here, we call out everybody. We call out everybody. Okay? And what y'all not about to sit and do is do this whole Kenya Moore erasure thing that y'all been trying to do all season long. Like Kenya wasn't an absolute bitch up until season 14. It wasn't until season 14 where Kenya said, okay, Marlo now has a peach. I'm going to take a back seat. I'm going to let Marlo become the villain and I'm going to rebrand. It wasn't until season 14 that she did that. People keep trying to say, oh, no, she tried to do that with Brooklyn and after the divorce of Mark. And no. No, she didn't. Season 13, we might have seen her start to try. But no, she didn't. Because season 13, she was still dragging Drew over the Bolo Gate situation. She was so worried about Bolo and Portia and her pussy and Tanya to where Tanya had to run away back to Canada. And again, I love Kenya. I like Kenya, okay? I've never really seen it for Portia like that. I used to be a huge Portia fan, but I stopped seeing it for her after I realized how selfish and problematic Portia is. However, we still won't call a spade a spade. Kenya was very problematic season 13, okay? Because again, she was slut-shaming Portia the entire time. To which Portia took that lady husband and then decided, oh, I'm not going to come back because she just knew that Marlo and Portia and Kenya was going to read her to filth. So please stop with this whole rebrand that y'all trying to do with Kenya. Like she didn't come on as thirsty and as villainous as a Brit Eady. Y'all keep making it seem like, oh, Brit Eady had a problem with this girl since episode 1, scene 1. When let's go ahead and get into it. This is what happened that everybody keeps failing to remember.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
One more time for the people in the back.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
One more time for the people in the back.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
So as you can see, two things happen here. Brit slowly tries to lean in because she's not really sure. Like, is she about to hug me next, kiss me next? Like, let me lean in. She doesn't. Okay, cool. But she still decides to say, hey, how are you? To where there's an awkward silence. Production notices the awkward silence, picks up on Brit's reaction. Even Cynthia's reaction. That's why Cynthia is uncomfortably touching her hair. To which Kenya then says to Kelly, she introduced herself to Kelly. Or no, Kelly introduced herself to her. She's talking to Kelly, and then Brit has to reintroduce herself.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name? Kenya.
I'm Kelly.
Kenya. Nice to meet you.
I'm Brit.
Hi, Brit.
Yeah. I don't know why nobody's clocking that. So I'm sorry. People were saying, oh, well, you know, Brit been a fan. Bitch, the show has been on 17 years. At this point, we know Kenya for her works. You have to be literally living under a fucking rock to not know what this show is about. And not now one of y'all will go work a job that you have no idea what it entails. So, of course, anybody that gets hired for this job has to understand who these girls are and what they've been about. Doesn't mean that she was sitting there watching Kenya for years and trying to be like her or trying to be better than her. No, I just know the show. And Kenya, yeah, at one point you were the villain. It was Nene versus you. And then Kenya, every new person that came on, you attacked them. You did something shady to where maybe it looked like you were responding, but you were still in a situation where you were the villain and you were up against somebody who was new. And that's exactly what happened here. It's crazy because I'll sit and I'll watch creators, even on YouTube. Everybody keeps saying, oh my God, Kenya gets into the scene and she lights it up. She activates it. She's moving the plot along. So y'all can clock that. But y'all look at it more like Kenya's just doing her job and getting in there like an OG, but not understanding why a newbie would be offended by that. I don't understand, because I've literally seen a couple of people clock the fact that Kenya is getting in there and throwing a little shade and messing with their minds, but then yeah, everybody mad at Brit. Everybody doesn't have to like Kenya because y'all like Kenya. That's not how this works. Even with the whole, oh, everybody saying that Brit was doing too much. She could have very well been doing too much, but just because Kelly has had a pleasant experience with Kenya doesn't mean that Brit is now going to. That's not the way that reality works. Do you all do you and all your siblings have the same relationship that you have with your parents? No. That's not the way that reality works. So let me play this one more time. Because I believe this is where it genuinely started. For me, if I'm coming into a show and people already telling me, watch out for Kenya, Kenya is shady. And plus, I've already seen it with my own eyes. And then I come in, I say hi to you, and then you purposely ignore me to where I have to now reintroduce myself to you. And then you're shady about rings. And mind you, it's totally obvious that Brit peaked in high school and she's one of those my man type. So of course she's going to be offended. Everybody keeps saying, why she keep going off about this ring? Clearly she centers men and marriage in her life. What's not to understand? Every other day y'all sitting here talking about decenter men and da, 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 and women's empowerment. Da, da. Okay, but you can't clock when this woman who is clearly codependent upon her man, and that's why she's so mad at Kenya. Like, I don't understand. I really don't be understanding.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
Like, production even noticed it. That's why it was silent, and that's why production zoomed in. They noticed it.
Hello.
This is gorgeous.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
And yes, Kenya was saying, hey, but it was more of a generalization as she was turning back to Kelly. She paid Brittany dust. And I don't want to hear no, oh, well, she didn't know she was a part of the scene. Girl, you know who the fuck is a part of the cast. We all did by this date. We all did. Get out of my face with that.
How are you? How are you?
She wasn't saying hey to Brittany. She was not saying hey to Brittany at all.
How are you?
This is gorgeous.
I'm sorry, and I'm dying on that hill. I'm dying on that hill. You're not gonna hear nobody else say that. That is the moment that her and Kenya started having problems. I don't care. I don't care. And yes, Brittany came out in this episode with a statement basically saying that she had preconceived notions of Kenya. But like I said, y'all want to do this whole revisionist history like Kenya was not a villain on the show. It's been 17 years. It's impossible to have anybody on this new cast that has not seen an episode of Housewives. It's not realistic. Cut it out. It's not realistic. Cut it out. Cut it out. If Kenya doesn't like the character that she... well, hold on. How does it go? If Kenya doesn't like the story that's being told about her, then maybe she should have played a different character over the seasons. Because when you had that scepter all up in Portia's face, you were the villain. When you came in and you was rocking Kim Field's chair, acting like you was going to do something to her, you were the villain. Okay, when Portia was down there with Bolo Gate and we was trying to figure out who really fucked Bolo, and we all knew it was Portia and Tanya, and you was slut shaming her the whole season, you were the villain. So cut it out. And again, I love Kenya. She's good for the show. You need a good protagonist. You need an antagonist. She's good for the show. I've always loved her. But we're not gonna be biased because y'all don't like Brit over y'all preconceived notion. We're not gonna do that. I'm sorry if I'm walking into a show and I feel like, okay, I already know Kenya might be some trouble. Okay, she's one of the big dogs, and she has a reputation. Like, what happened to that? What happened to the saying that your reputation precedes you? Now we supposed to get mad when it's happening for Kenya? No, bitch. I'm walking into the show. I don't know what it's about to give. Kenya is known to be a villain. I'm known to be feisty and snappy, just like her. It's either love or hate us. Like, we can either be the best friends or enemies because we're so much alike that we could be either the same person or, again, enemies. Okay, my first interaction with her, I'm saying hi, and she paying me dust. And then I get to talk about men in marriage, and I care about men in marriage, and she shading me about my ring. Oh, I don't know you like that. Stop playing with me. If I smack you in your face. Stop playing with me. And then everybody sitting there in the comments trying to act like, oh, girl, it wasn't that serious. To y'all. Because y'all the same ones in 2025 screaming out decenter men and women's empowerment and niggas ain't shit. So to y'all, but to a Brit Eady who's very much like a Yandy Smith, very much like a Rashida. Okay, all the other people that y'all say she need to be with on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she's very much like them. So to her, she centers marriage. She centers having a husband. So anything dealing with that, she's going to be sensitive about. Why is it that hard to understand why she's still offended about the ring comment? Yeah, bitch, I tried to hug you. You were shady. And I caught it. Everybody else didn't catch it because they were in the hype of the party and whatever. It was the first time meeting. Yeah. It's easy for everybody else to be like, well, I didn't have that experience with Kenya. Yeah, because she wasn't cold towards you. And yeah, you didn't notice she was being cold towards me because you were so excited to meet her because it was your first day of filming as well. Yeah, Kelly, bitch. Of course you didn't. And who else gonna clock it out? Cynthia, who else gonna call it out? Cynthia, her best friend? Oh, wait, we're gonna wait for Portia to call it out. The same person she called the truce with coming into the season. Hence why when Kenya had the opportunity to sit down with Portia and call her out about being Simon's 10th wife, she didn't. Huh? Like, let's be so fucking for real. Let's be so fucking for real. Let's be so for real. Like, so that's why I feel like it started.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name? I'm Kenya.
I'm Kelly.
Kenya. Nice to meet you.
I'm Brit.
Hi, Brit. Nice to meet you too. You guys look so beautiful.
After that, she gave her a regular hi, whatever. And if Brit feels like ever since then she's been nice, nasty to her, then that's how Brit feels. That's how Brit feels. Because again, it's crazy how some people can call it out and be like, yeah, Kenya is getting in there and getting activated and she, shading the girls and they don't even know it, but then get mad when Brit actually gets offended. Okay. So that happened. And then after that scene, child, we got the scene that everybody is talking about. We got the scene that everybody is talking about.
Wait, let me come on this side so I can be aware of my surroundings.
What's up, baby? Oh my
God.
Bye.
Bye for a second.
All right. No, we're not done. We're not done. We're still catching this moment. Okay, because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hold on. Let me find my husband first.
I have so many things though. This is a lot.
I still got my pistol, so I'm good.
Girl, Kenny's here. We were.
Okay, can I put this in the car? What are we doing?
I don't know.
I was almost. I knew.
I want to play that one more time. Because everybody just insisting that this girl went and threatened Kenya.
This side so I can be aware of my surroundings.
What's up, baby?
Oh my God. Bye for a second.
All right. No, we're not done. We're not done. We're still catching this moment. Okay, because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hold on. Let me find my husband first.
I have
So Kelly asked her, do you want to call him and see if he's outside? Right?
so many things though. This is a
I
lot.
still got my pistol, so I'm good.
Girl, Kenny's here. We were.
Okay, can I?
And then Kelly said, girl, Kenny's here. We're not worried.
Put this in the car? What are we
I
doing?
don't know.
I was almost. I knew I should have sworn. Okay, thank you.
You ready? Yeah.
I just want to put this down.
With you. Somebody find my husband. Where you at, baby?
Can I put mine here? I don't think my car is here.
You know? Okay, well, you want to get in?
Yeah.
Okay, baby, I'm ready. I had to let that bitch know. Don't play with me, bitch.
She's good.
Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Kenya, hello, ditzy ass. Like, bitch, play that shit in front of the cameras. Don't play that with me. I don't play them games.
Black girl magic.
I don't play them games. I got whip, pistols, everything. Play that shit in front of them cameras. Don't play that with me.
Then she says, Kenya, she's speaking about Kenya, but she says, I don't play them games. Play that with somebody else. I got whips, shit. I got pistols. I got whatever.
They need to come take this shit off. I'm not playing with her. Do all that fake Hollywood shit. No, this is real life. This is real life. This is real life. I don't play them type of games. You're going to be respectful. No peasants. You're going to be respectful around here. And if you don't know, you're going to learn today. Today is the day you're going to learn. No, these bitches, I don't play these games.
Kenya, you riding with us?
Oh, you going now?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'll sit in the back. You can drive me. I'm Miss Daisy.
I got you, honey.
She's just one of those type of people where she wants to keep poking and being dismissive, being manipulative.
Why you got thongs back here?
Why you said thong?
What?
Thong. Yeah, she said thongs. Nah, don't act like I got some hoochie mama dirty thongs right there.
She talking about guns for real?
Hey, guns.
She was talking about I still got my pistol on me. This girl is a problem. She gotta go. She gotta go for real, for real.
Another hype song.
Please let her do something to me so she can go. Charles Oakley is here. I ain't going nowhere near Charles Oakley. I don't want no problem with Angela.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, I still don't see the outrage. Okay, let me say this. Not that I don't see the outrage, because it's multiple things happening here that we have to break down. Kenya was not vindicated of shit. Because when the story broke, that was the story that she mentioned having guns. That was the story. So that's not vindication, okay? And here's my thing. Should Brit have been held accountable? For me, no. But I can understand for other people why other people would say yes. Because for me, at what point did Brit say, oh, I'm going to shoot you in the head, Kenya? It might have been implied. She might have brought it up. Because, I mean, at the beginning of the episode, when they was talking about even being in Bankhead, she was talking to Kelly, and they were talking about how it's the hood and how they felt unsafe. So I guess she was trying to like do a drawback to that, and that's why she even brought the guns up in the first place. Okay. And why her husband was even there. But I do feel like something had to have been left out of the episode. Something had to have been left out, and people keep saying, oh, well, you know, Kenya is being erased from the season, her confessionals, and I've been feeling like, okay, well, and y'all keep saying that Brit is obsessed with Kenya. I feel like part of Kenya's scenes being erased, we're missing context with this situation with Brit. Because there might even be some deeper shit going on. Because I want to bring up this, right? A year ago, this was the audio that had leaked. And shout out to Color Me Pink. Shout out, at least we know she monetized. Shout out to Color Me Pink for this video.
Even none of what you hear and have the event, child. So,
mind you, what Kenya said was, I would never engage in revenge P. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story even with people planting fake news. Mind you, I said in the comments, I said Kenya did that ish. The only thing is, it wasn't revenge P. Kenya took evidence already made public because of Brit's past OnlyFans account. That's why she worded her response very carefully and said she'd never leaked private info. But it wasn't private info because it was taken from a public OnlyFans account that Brit tried to rush and scrub before she got on the show. So that's the big expose of it all, is Kenya exposing Brit for being a BBL hoe, trying to pose as a housewife. But that audio of Portia screaming, that's a penis, says it all. And that's what I said almost a year ago. And I also said then too that I felt like the whole reason why this even happened at Kenya's hair care spot, because a lot of people kept saying, well, why is it going to happen at Kenya's hair care spot? Why is it happening here? I said the reason why I felt like it happened there was because Kenya knew, if I want them to promote my business, I have to make sure it's gag worthy. That's what Dr. Heavenly said. Dr. Heavenly said, if you want your event to make the episode, make sure some shit goes down. And Kenya took that to heart, because Kenya was pissed. She came out after season 15 and said that she was pissed. I don't know if she sat down with Candy and talked about it, or some interview she mentioned it, but she talked about how pissed she was that all of her scenes featuring her friend, the girl that started with an A, Akila or some shit like that, and how her hair care spot, all her scenes got deleted. So she wasn't trying to play that game going into season 16, especially no. And mind you, I said all of this a year ago. I said she probably spent all her money, all her kids' trust fund into that goddamn spa, and now she's stressed out. And now she didn't grew close to this girl. She felt like she could trust this girl with her business, and now this girl has turned on her. And so, in order to promote her business, she decides to pull a gag-worthy event at her event, so the cameras are rolling and it makes the episode and it promotes the hair care spa. But at the same time, she decides to embarrass her in a way of, okay, well, girl, you presenting yourself as this business owner, but really you're Brit Eady, the porn star. I've said that for a year straight. I have tweets. I've left that comment on people's YouTube pages. That was my story that I've said for a year.
So we all yesterday was like, oh, these are the poster boards and the moment when Kenya showcases them at her hair spa event. It honestly doesn't look like they saw nudes. Is Brit the next Jen Shaw? Hashtag RHOA. And as you see, it says insurance fraud HO with documents and things. And then you see another poster board behind it with what looks like some type of photograph or something on it. Brittany is an insurance expert. If you go on her social media page, that's what she does for a living. That's what she promotes heavily. And at the event, you hear Kenya talking about the struggles of owning a business. Let's take a look.
Because I shared with her that I have been struggling. I have been struggling in the salon to get people in these seats. So I'm glad all of you are here. Because I shared with her that I have been.
Because she shared with who? Because in the episode, we saw that she shared with Kelly, but she shared with who? Now, granted, when the episode airs, she might be talking about Kelly. Okay? But this makes me wonder if scenes were cut out between Kelly and Brit. And I feel like there were scenes cut out between them two.
I've been struggling. I have been struggling in the salon to get people in these seats. So I'm glad all of you are here.
So as you hear Kenya say, I shared with her that I had been struggling to get people in these seats. Now, I don't know if she's referring to Brittany. If she is talking about Brittany, then it would make sense that you're supposed to be an insurance agent selling people properties and businesses or what have you. And then you're out here scamming people. And you have people like myself, who's a business owner, who's working hard to. That makes of people at the party like being in shock and saying that's a Peter Weeder. That's a Peter Weeder. Let's take a listen, child.
You are paying for all my Brittany does escort. There's an IQ for her email down on flash. She charges $1,400 for appointment. You not only you are you all cover the magazines, being a side, you all cover the magazines. You all know all okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your daddy was like Snapchat me that.
Child, did y'all hear that? Oh, we got to rewind that back. Let's play it one more again.
You are paying for all Brittany does escort. There's an IQ for her email down on flash. She charges $1,400 for appointment. You not only you all cover the magazines, being a side, you all cover the magazines. You all know all okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your daddy was like Snapchat me that.
It's not funny, but it is kind of funny. It's Portia's reaction in the background. That's a penis. That's a penis. Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
So y'all pretty much get the point. Y'all pretty much get the point. And I just wanted to play that because it made me wonder, like, were there scenes that were edited out? Were there scenes that were edited out? Because at what point did her and, you know, Brit become cool? So that happened. And then we get this. Brit Eady says, it's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met. For the record, I never once had possession of any weapons or threatened anyone ever. I've never even been to jail, in fight, or even had as much as a speeding ticket. That's not in my character. I'm hurt by the narrative being displayed. Wrong is wrong. I mean, at what point did she threaten Kenya, though? She alluded to having her gun on her, but what does that mean? She has said all episode with Kelly, bitch, we in Bankhead, I feel unsafe. Hence why her husband was even there. Hence why when Kelly came over here to say, are you good? She was like, girl, I'm calling my... Let me just let it play.
I can be aware of my surroundings.
What's up, baby?
Oh my God.
Put for a second.
All right. No, we're not done. We're not done. We're still catching this moment. Okay, because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hold on. Let me find my husband first. You want to call him and see
I have so many things though. This is a
I
lot.
mean, I still got my pistol, so I'm still regardless.
Girl, Kenny's here. We were.
Okay, can I put this in the car? What are we doing?
I don't know.
I was almost. I knew I should have sworn. Okay, thank you.
You ready? Yeah.
I just want to put this down.
Security. Somebody find my husband. Where you at, baby?
Can I put mine here? I don't think my car is here.
You know? Okay, well, you want to get in?
Yeah.
Okay, baby, I'm ready. I gotta let that bitch know. I'm not. Don't play with me, bitch. She's good. Everything's fine. You got. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Kenya, hello, ditzy ass. Like, bitch, play that shit in front of the cameras. Don't play that with me. I don't play them games. Wait, let me come on this side so I can be aware of the game.
Black girl magic.
Don't act like I.
Girl. And this was the post that dropped a year ago, right? That said, Kenya Moore and Real Housewives of Atlanta, Brittany got into a heated altercation. Threats allegedly involved the gun and more. Again, I don't understand how Kenya was vindicated when we knew this. Kenya, it still doesn't erase what the fuck you did in retaliation. You so scared, so you go and you print out this lady nudes at your hair care event. Girl, Kenya, shut up. Okay. And of course, everybody is saying, oh, this is the wrong show. Oh, a pistol. Listen, that's just a matter of preference at this point, how people feel. Again, I don't give a damn. Because what was she going to do? Shoot Kenya right then and there? No. And she never threatened to shoot Kenya. She alluded. Of course she did. She alluded. But, So Kenya came out and said, being the longest standing Real Housewives of Atlanta member threatened with whips and pistols by a newcomer 3 weeks into filming. Seeing this obsession play out is scary. I wanted protection and assurances that the threats will be taken seriously. I may be strong, but I'm not bulletproof. Girl. Okay, Kenya, girl. Okay, Kenya. Okay. That's the narrative that y'all want to run with. Okay. Let's go through the comments. This is very true. That girl is obsessed with Kenya, and I understand Kenya so much. I never thought I'd see the day I side with Kenya, but here we are. Britt was doing way too much. I can't tell if she was a fan or sent by production. Confusing. Is giving fan. Stop hiring fans of the show. So how does revenge porn get into it if you really felt threatened? Why not go to production? Exposing her news was not the answer. We stand with Kenya, Team Twirl. These new women need to remember that they are on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, not baddies. I don't normally side with Kenya, but that girl was focused on Kenya from the jump, and Kenya was being nice to her. I think she was being nice, nasty, and I think there was shit cut out. Agreed. Kenya deserves back pay and reparations for having to deal with that crazy fan. No, she doesn't. No, she does, and that's where, because we're gonna agree to disagree regardless with the whole pistol situation. So when it comes to her and the gun, I don't really care about that. I don't care about that, because at the end of the day, the girl said it on camera. Whether she alluded, whether she directly threatened, whether anything, she still said the shit on camera. So I'm not mad that people feel away. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. Okay, y'all totally got that. I'm not here to argue that, because at the end of the day, she said it on camera. And people are going to take it whichever way. What I'm upset about and what I'm arguing about is the vindication of it all. Kenya, you're not vindicated for shit. Your ass is grown as hell, and you knew damn well that lady wasn't going to do a damn thing to you. You knew damn well that lady wasn't going to do shit, wasn't nothing about the hat. Like, so the whole trying to then do the whole Cameron thing, I'm so scared for my life, so I go and search up her news and reveal them at my event. And then you sat and you gaslit the audience for months upon months upon months, only to find out you really did that shit. That's the part that I don't like. Kenya, you're not a victim either. You're not a victim either. Whether this is old karma that's due from season 8 with Kim Fields, you know, retroactive karma, who knows? Who knows? But see, all of that nice, nasty shit, all of that, you know, ooh, Kenya is clocked in and she gets the newbies going. Yeah, everybody don't play like that. Everybody don't play like that. Now, should Brit have alluded to guns or whatever? No. But y'all want Kenya to clock in and do what Kenya does, and she did it. And I mean, hey, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But this whole Brit was obsessed with Kenya. No. I hate when people don't pay attention to the show. That's not how it happened. And this is why I wish Bravo would have just left Kenya scenes in there. We would have got all the Kenya confessionals, because now it allows the fans to create their own narrative. It allows their fans to create their own narrative. So, I guess. Yeah, I just don't agree with the whole vindicated thing. I don't. So she threatened you and you released revenge porn instead of filing for a restraining order or telling your EP you didn't want to film with her. No two wrongs don't make a right, because production didn't feel like if production didn't find a problem with it, then what does that tell you? Kenya stayed throwing shade but can't take it back. Like, exactly. That's how I feel. I feel like Kenya got into it with a hood bitch, and the hood bitch said what hood bitches say. That's how I feel. Like, I don't feel no two ways about it. Now all of a sudden everybody got a moral fucking compass, but yet we sitting here watching baddies, but they saying anything, oh, because it's baddies and it's not Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, at this point it's all mixing together. It's all becoming the same shit. It's all becoming the same shit. Y'all done hired a hood bitch, and now a hood bitch is saying what hood bitches say. And then now everybody and their mama got a moral compass. Oh my God, let's lock this girl up. Oh my God, she's so ghetto. Oh my God, the love of hip hop. Oh my God. Girl, get out of my face. Kenya met the right one. Kenya met the right one. And like she said, you could do that nice, nasty shit on the TV, but I'm not playing with you. Now, again, the alluding, maybe too far, but girl, bye. Kenya met the right one today. She met the right one today. And the sad thing is that regardless of what y'all say in my motherfucking comments, Kenya let that bitch take her up out of her seat. Look at that. She let her joke her up out of her seat. Girl, bye. You can't pick on everybody and play helpless victim. Everybody don't play them reindeer games, honey. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even want to call people out, but I've literally seen YouTubers and people on Twitter say Kenya is clocking the girls. She throwing shade that they not even catching. She, you know, getting them activated. She getting them working. Look at her. And then when you realize, oh no, Brit actually did catch it and Brit has a problem, it becomes Brit is obsessed. No. You tried to be shady and Brit caught it. So yes, I'm on that ass now. I'm on that ass. Now, did she like, listen, it's first season. That's another thing that I don't like with these housewife shows. Y'all don't give people a chance to breathe and let them grow into their position. They ain't never been on TV before. So all they know is conflict. That's all reality television has been the last 20 years. So yes, it 9 times out of 10, I'm almost expecting somebody to come in hot. Because all you've seen is conflict, especially in a baddies world. So yeah, they're gonna come in hot till they realize, they watch the season back with themselves, realize what and what not to do. Drew was the same exact way. Season 13, she came in extremely hot. Her and Kenya was going at it. Then she had to pull back, went, got a new fashion designer, and then her and Kenya was the best of friends season 14. Let people go into their positions. But I'm sorry, Kenya, you wanted to do that nice, nasty shit. She caught on to it, and a hood bitch had a hood response. But do I seriously think Kenya would have ended up bloody in a mess down to the scene, right with the cameras there and all of that? Even without the cameras there, do I think that would have happened? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's why I just can't get jiggy with what everybody trying to do now. This fake performative shit. Oh my God, I'm so scared. And oh my God, let's be so woke. And oh my God, gun violence. Yeah. Look at the communities. Look at the communities every single day. We're gonna make Brit Eady the face of gun violence in America. Girl, shut the fuck up. Get out my face. Get out my face with the bullshit. Kenya met her match. She wanted to be nice, nasty, and she met somebody hood nasty. So, oh well, she learned that day, didn't she? Okay, she learned that day, didn't she? Turned around and fucked herself up out of a job. I'm sorry. Team Brit. Call me ignorant. I don't give a fuck. Team Brit. Because your dumb ass is pushing 55 years old and you let this young buck, this young stallion come in and trick you up out your damn job when you should have been 10 steps ahead of her. Kenya, come on now. Vindicated my ass. Girl, let me know what y'all thought about all of that dead in the comment box below. 50% off on all readings, or you can just DM me on Instagram because the site is probably down. And that's it. I vindicated my ass, like I said.